Today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. There's no safe like Simply Safe. So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Boy, did we have a busy day. Busy days are usually pretty good days. I'll tell you what, the weather today has been beautiful, really has, but looks can be deceiving. It's pretty chilly. Just put the coat on, but today started things off about 5 a.m., edited some video, then I had some office work to do, and then I took the Huntman to Sheets, and then came down here to the wood yard, sawed a bunch of that red pine, ran the chipper for a little bit. Then we went and fixed the baseball field. Well, the parking lot for the baseball field. If you didn't see that video, that was the last one. And after that, unloaded the tractor with the land plane, went down to Levi and Kate's house to touch up their driveway. I had just put stone on that a couple weeks ago, and I was debating on 2A limestone or 2B limestone. 2A chokes in real nice, but their driveway was pretty wet and soft, so I thought when I put the 2B limestone on, thinking that it would kind of settle down in a little bit, and it did until the Amazon drivers start hitting it pretty hard. For some reason, they back in their driveway in this van, and they get to spinning and hopping, and they just make it worse. So I went down and touched it up, and then just sawed some more red pine lumber. And yeah, it's going to get dark here in about a half hour. So it was a very, very productive day. But anyway, the topic of today's video is this. Last week or the week before, I was talking about possibly building another building, and I didn't know where or if I should do it. And I was really struggling with this. Normally, I'm pretty good at coming up with a plan, but I was kind of all over the place. We need more space. We need more room. We need to be able to keep more things under roof, and we have a kiln coming to start kiln drying lumber, and I was just trying to figure this all out. Well, I slept on it, and I think I have a really good plan. A really good plan that's going to save me probably $120,000. No joke. So to build the building that I was looking at for just the shell, 40 by 72 with lean-tos on both sides, looking at about $70,000. Then concrete, even though I know a great concrete guy, concrete is pretty expensive. You're looking at about 30 grand for concrete. So that's $100,000 right there. To get power out to the clearing, if that's where we are going to put it, you're looking at about $30,000. That was the estimate. I don't know if that's for sure, but 30 grand. So we're at 130. Wiring in the building, probably another 20. 15, 20. So you're at 150,000. Finish the interior, and it would be kind of bare bones. You're looking at another $10,000. You're at 160 if I'm adding this up right. Insulation on the inside, about $7,500. So basically, you're looking at $175,000. It's unbelievable how much stuff costs today, and we decided not to do that. It's not going to happen, at least not yet. But I have a plan that I think is going to be much better and save me a lot of money. If you've been watching our videos for a while, you know that we take home security very seriously, and our Simply Safe system is the key component to our security plan. There are several reasons why I chose Simply Safe. Number one was the ease of installation. I could do it all myself in a single evening, and the fact that I didn't have to have strangers come into my home to install a security system. I also like that it is simple and effective. We have had our system now for a little over 4 years, and it has been glitch-free since the day that we installed it. Simply Safe offers comprehensive security for the whole home. They have advanced sensors and cameras to detect break-ins, fires, floods, and more. Another great thing about Simply Safe is they have developed an incredible reputation over the years for their products and services, so you know they're going to treat you right. Simply Safe also has 24/7 live guard protection. Expert agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving an alarm, rapidly assessing the situation and taking immediate steps to ensure your family's safety. With the Smart Alarm indoor camera, their agents can even see and speak to intruders in real time, stopping them in their tracks. With the eyes on the scene, they can confirm the emergency and convey critical details to 911, helping to prioritize the response. All that just kind of gives me peace of mind. Also, unlike traditional home security systems, Simply Safe does not lock you into a long-term contract, and there are no hidden fees. And professional monitoring plans are available for less than $1 a day. Save 20% on your Simply Safe security system when you sign up for a Fast Protect monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit simplysafe.com/Morgans to customize yours. There's no safe like Simply Safe. We got this big pavilion right here down at the wood yard. Now the purpose of this was to keep the sawmill under roof and to keep some equipment out of the weather. So here's what I'm thinking. All right, we're gonna concrete the floor in the pavilion. We're gonna put a lean-to on here out about 14, maybe even 16 feet, okay? Concrete underneath that as well. This will all be open down to the end. This is 32 by 48. Then we'll put siding all around it and enclose this section off right here. This will be just for equipment storage. And we'll side it with the red pine, which I've got boatloads of that stuff. That's that lumber right there, red pine. We'll do the siding with it, put it up green, let it air dry, then this summer spray it with a nice oil-based stain. And in that, I could park the skid loader, the excavator, a tractor, and probably a few more things easily. 16 by 48. Then in the pavilion itself, we'll probably move the sawmill down one bay down into here where this big pile of sawdust is, and we'll enclose part of this. I'm not sure how much, but we will enclose part of this, and then we can stack lumber in here, you know, that's stickered for air drying. Heck, it's nice and high in here. We could stack it up 3-4 lifts high, and then when it's ready for the kiln, we can take it right up to the kiln, which will be behind the building up there, up by the house. Once it comes out of the kiln, the lumber comes off the stickers, and we can stack it inside the garage of the building. I think it'll work out perfectly. Yes, or no, I should say, it's not going to be as good as having a designated building, but I'm going to kind of ease into this. To be honest, I'm just trying to see how things shake out here in the next year or so. You know what I mean? Part of me says I should be building a bunker instead of another building. I'm not there quite yet, but we'll see, you know? So that's the plan. And a lot of people would ask me in the comments, why am I even doing this? And a lot of people said I'm getting too old. I'm 57 years old, and Melissa says that I act like I'm 12 sometimes, so I got that going for me. But in all seriousness, I like to stay busy and I like to do things. I don't have to do any of this, but it's something that we're kind of growing, that maybe our kids will all take over one day. And I just like this kind of stuff. I like each night before I go to bed to have a feeling of accomplishment that I did something. You know what I mean? Like today. I mean, we sawed a bunch of lumber. We turned logs into lumber. We fixed a parking lot. We fixed a driveway. And I'll sleep good tonight. You know what I mean? And those are the kind of things that I enjoy doing. I was thinking, I got a couple buddies that are currently in Myrtle Beach golfing, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. They go down there every year and have for probably the last 20 years. They used to invite me the first 5 or 10 years, and I never went. I used to golf, and I wasn't a bad golfer, especially for as much as I played. But every time I went, I was thinking I should be doing this or I could be doing that. And then I finally came to the realization, I just like doing stuff. You know what I mean? I like working. I don't kill myself. I just stay busy all the time. Normally from about 5 a.m. till about 9:30, 10 o'clock every night, I'm doing something. But during that time, I can, Melissa and I can go out to lunch. I can take Hunter to Sheets. My day is broken up really well, and this is what I like to do. You know what I mean? So I plan on continuing to do something for as long as I possibly can. And it's just what I like to do. But anyway, if you look at how that skid loader's parked right there, I'm just envisioning skid loader, excavator, tractor, might even be able to fit both tractors, excavator, and skid loader underneath this section right here. And plus, I think it'll look really nice with that red pine on there. We'll stain it similar to what the woodshed is, which, by the way, I could probably hit that again this summer. It's been, what, at least 3 years, maybe 4 years on that woodshed since I stained it last. But I think it'll be perfect. It'll look nice. It'll serve the purpose, and we've got 3/4 of the battle won by having this pavilion already up. Come right off there with the roof. We'll put a gutter up there, one on this side down here. Yeah, it's going to be nice. Now, I've talked about this before, but a lot of people are always looking for the easiest way to do things. And that's, you know, that's a good idea. You want to do things the easy way. But sometimes easier isn't always better, you know? Like when I worked in oil and gas, it was a great job. It was. I liked everybody that I worked with. And to be honest, it was easy. It really was. I drove around in a pickup truck, went to meetings here and there, and I was in charge of building well pads and, you know, dealing with all the regulatory agencies. There was nothing hard about it at all. I was used to that type of work. I knew what I was doing, and it was easy. And but it's not what I wanted to keep doing. You know what I mean? It did not bring me joy, I guess you could say. You know, sometimes I would drive 2.5 hours to have a 15-minute meeting with somebody that you probably could have done over the phone, but you had to meet in person. And at the end of the day, I just wasn't happy. So what I do now is definitely a lot harder. I work more, and it takes up more of my time, but I enjoy every part about it. You know what I mean? So that's what I want to continue to do. And that's the plan. That's the plan. Just keep moving forward, you know?